Okay, guys. So some questions were asked about the spendthrift and the trust and the holding company aspect as to why I'm suggesting, mind you, I'm not a professional. I'm researching this, been doing research for the last couple of years. Okay, so anyway, I digress. So basically what we're looking at is some things were come to light and I started researching into the Rockefeller family. And I found out that they're using things like the Spendthrift Trust. And then everything runs through a holding company. It's basically a bottom up. It self funds in a sense. I'm not sure I'm making this right. Um, Basically, before you start a corporation, whether it be LLC or INC, you would have your holding company. The holding company owns that. Your trust owns the holding company. Still not sure if I'm explaining this correctly. Um, okay, hold on. All right, so a spendthrift trust ensures long-term wealth preservation. A spendthrift trust is a legal mechanism designed to protect a beneficiary's inheritance from creditors and potential mismanagement. This is the type of trust that restricts the beneficiary's access to the principal, meaning the money or assets, allowing distributions only on certain terms by the trustor or the person in charge of the trust. Because under this situation, technically speaking, depending if you don't set it up correctly, you can't be in charge of it. Anyway, so the key components is an irrevocable structure. Once established, the terms cannot be altered, ensuring that trust objectives are maintained over time. Trustee oversight. A designated trustee manager manages the assets, making distribution decisions based on the trust guidelines. Now, this is what I was saying a minute ago. You can set it up and you can be the trustee, provided you set it up correctly. The Rockefeller family how they did it was the Rockefellers utilized such trusts to maintain and grow their wealth across generations by placing assets into these trusts. They ensured asset protection. Trust assets were shielded from creditors and legal claims. They controlled the distributions. Beneficiaries received funds in a structured manner preventing reckless spending. Multi-generational planning. People are always trying to figure this one out. The trust designed to allow it to benefit successive generations without the need for continual restructuring. This structure uses the trust to contribute to the family's enduring financial legacy. And that can be verified by MRC Law Corp. Let's see, establishing a holding company after you get your trust started. Establishing a holding company is is a strategic business framework. Holding company is the entity that created to own and manage assets or shares of their companies. It doesn't produce goods or services itself. It just oversees like a management company. The advantages are risk mitigation by segregating assets and operations into separate subsidiaries. The holding company limits liability. If one subsidiary encounters financial difficulties, it doesn't jeopardize the entire conglomerate stability. Asset protection. Critical assets such as intellectual property or real estate can be held separately, safeguarding them from operational risk associated with individual subsidiaries. Tax efficiency. Holding companies can facilitate tax advantages, such as tax-free dividends between subsidiaries and the parent company, optimizing the overall tax burden. Operational flexibility. This structure allows for streamlined management as structured decisions can be centralized at the holding company level. while subsidiaries focus on their core business activities. Implementing a holding company before operating entities. Establishing a holding company prior to launching anything. Start a business, don't do it. Not until you get everything else in order. I mean, you could, and then just transfer in, but why do something twice? Anyway, having an established company has some strategic benefits. Strategic oversight. The holding company can set broad objectives and allocate resources effectively across various subsidiaries. Simplified expansion. New business ventures can be added as subsidiaries without disrupting existing operations. Enhanced control. Ownership and voting rights are consolidated, allowing for unified decision making. This approach provides for a robust framework in managing diverse business interests while safeguarding assets and optimizing obligations. Conclusion. By integrating the Spendthrift Trust and establishing a holding company, before initiating operating entities, individuals and families who create a resilient financial structure. These strategies, exemplified by the Rockefeller family enduring wealth, offer valuable lessons in asset protection, risk management, and sustainable growth. Also, there's a video. If anybody wanted to see it, it's on YouTube. Rockefeller family's wealth strategies. This guy did it. Let me see if I get pulled up real quick.
It's not something that happened by default. It's something that happened by design. Now, across all of my social media platforms, we have a little more than...
Anyway, you want to look for this video from Edward Collins. Excuse me. He's a fairly smart guy. But yeah, if you want to start a business, information's out there. You just got to look for it. Don't pay nobody for this shit. The only one you need to pay is your lawyer and your tax professional. That'll leave your shit straight. Anyway, that's 8 minutes of me babbling on. Hopefully it was understandable for you guys. But yeah, I would definitely check this video out. You might learn something. All right, guys, have a good day. I got to get back to work. I got to drop this trailer and do some shagging. Fun times.